It was like, oh my god! Shawn, Mendes, he's right there.
It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood.
Hello, welcome. Have a seat. We have quite the story today. So, if you didn't know, I went to a Shawn Mendes concert on July 16th, 2019, and I was super excited. I had been counting down for 420 days, so when the day finally came, I was kind of shook, but I had so much fun, and I did have quite the experience, so you're gonna hear about that. And my cousin, she took a ton of videos of me through the entire day, and I felt like they should be shared with the world because they're pretty interesting. And if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe because I have good content. Anyways, without further ado, here's my Shawn Mendes concert experience. So we'll start when I woke up in the morning. That night, I didn't think I was gonna sleep at all, but I actually did. But that didn't really surprise me because I literally just sleep. That's all I do. So, anyways, I slept really good that night actually, but usually I wake up at maybe 11, I don't know, in the summer, and I sleep in really late. But I woke up at 7:30 that morning because I was ready to go. And so then I woke up and I hopped in the shower, shaved my legs, and then after that I went to my friend's house, and she was gonna curl my hair because I can't curl my hair with crop, and she's really good. So I wanted her to curl my hair, and then she curled it. It looked fabulous. And then we actually were leaving earlier than I expected, so when I got back to my house, I literally had no time to get ready. I didn't have time to do my makeup, but it's okay because I was gonna have time before the concert. I wasn't gonna be doing my makeup where I wanted to, but that's okay, as long as it gets done. So then I was ready. I was packed because we were gonna stay the night in my aunt's. And I was really excited. I didn't quite know what to do with myself, but anyway, so my other aunt comes, she gets me, we're in the car, we're jamming. I honestly don't even remember being in the car because I was just so excited, and I couldn't even eat. I was so excited. I was freaking out. But then we got to my other aunt's house who lives where the concert was, and then I get ready there. And I get my makeup and everything done. I get dressed and stuff, and my outfit was so cute. I took forever trying to find the perfect outfit, and I think I found it. And so by this time, I was literally freaking out, because we had the silver package, so we were gonna be able to go to the Q&A with Shawn. And I didn't know what question I was asking. I had a list, but I didn't know which one from the list. Finally figured it out, and so I'm sitting there trying to rehearse my question that I'm gonna ask, and holy crap, it was not okay. I was freaking out, and my cousin did take a video of that, so enjoy.
I hope people laugh at that because that's gonna be weird if they don't. And
I know. I'm really happy.
If he says no, I'll be like, well, then I might be the first. And then I'll be like, ha ha, and I'll be like, and then I'll continue to die. But other than that, I'm gonna be good.
So that was that. We kind of hung out for a minute and just talked, what was our game plan, what were we gonna do? And then it was finally time to go. And my cousin, he was at a birthday party, so we had to go get him. And so we left to get him, and then we were gonna go straight to the concert after. But we stopped at Chick-fil-A because you literally need Chick-fil-A. And I had to go to the bathroom. Come to find out, I really didn't have to. I was just nervous, but anyways. So they were going through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and me and my cousin, we went in to the bathrooms. And then we were walking out, and this guy was do you guys want a free ice cream cone? He worked at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, heck yes. He only had one, so he gave it to me. I was like, wow, this is my day. And so that made me pretty happy. It was really good ice cream. Anyway, so we're on our way to the concert. At this point, I'm like not even okay. And then we get there, and it was like we had to be there at 3:30, and it was like dang near 3:30. I thought we might have missed it, but we didn't. And so we get in this line. We're like basically in the back of it, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to see him. But I have a couple videos of me walking in because I was so excited, and no one else seemed to be as excited as me. And also there's a video of us in line, so enjoy.
Are you okay?
No.
Let's see what this sign is.
Oh my gosh, I bet they're so excited. Can't you tell?
We're waiting in line. Swayze, how you feel?
I feel amazing. Like, I feel like we're gonna be in the very back, but does it really matter? Like, really? Like, I just love him so much, and I just want to see him. I just want to see his face, because I want to talk to her.
Okay, so we finally start walking in, and I was really excited to get my lanyard. The lanyard. Wait a minute. This little lanyard. I was so excited, because then we could take the picture where you hold them all together, and it just looks super cute. Anyway, so we start walking in, and I'm like about to get my lanyard. Like, I'm so excited because that means like it's real. Like, it's like really happening, and oh my gosh. And so we walk in, I get my lanyard.
Do we not get lanyards?
Oh my gosh, I want to get my lanyard. Okay. And then we go to the line where they directed us, and we can like hear Shawn rehearsing. Like, that didn't really dawn on me. I thought they were just like playing music, but then I realized, oh my gosh, that's Shawn. And I just like actually kept my cool for a minute, which surprised me as much as it surprised anyone else. But yeah, and so we're standing in the line. I'm really excited. I got like my Shawn Mendes passport or whatever. I got my lanyard. I'm ready to go. And so we're just waiting, and we waited for quite some time, and then they started like letting us in. And meanwhile, we're in line, everyone was like telling me I need to calm down. I don't need to calm down. Like, someone said I need to take a Xanax. No, I'm just excited. Anyways, but other people enjoyed my excitement, and yeah, I really enjoyed my excitement. But anyway, so we start walking in, and I like was thirsty. I was really thirsty, so I was like, if Shawn has water, I'm gonna ask him for a drink of his water, because that's how thirsty I was. And also, why wouldn't I want to drink his water? Anyway, so yeah, I have a video for that. So
We are. You're right. We are about to go meet Shawn Mendes.
We are about to walk in.
We are about to walk. I'm quaking. Oh no, come back, poor guy. Okay. I'm stressing for him. Okay, I have some. Look at me.
Look, they're coming.
Okay, he's good. She was stressed. I just really, we're all in this together. We are. Oh, it's me. I'm a sweating. I'm a thirsting and a sweating. Okay, good. Okay, guys, okay.
It's just on my camera.
Okay, in case you didn't know, we're about to go meet Shawn Mendes, and I'm quaking. I'm physically quaking.
okay, so we're walking in, and then we get to the museum. You know, I don't like museums. I don't like history. I don't like school. But this was not your regular museum. It had it was like, oh my gosh. It was like Shawn's like what he wore in my Blood music video, and it was like a foot away from me, and I was just not prepared to see this. Like, it was just like, oh my gosh. And then it was like that green robe he wore in the Lost in Japan music video. Oh my gosh. And the suit from Lost in Japan, yeah, the suit, it was like a foot away from me. Oh my gosh, wow. And it had his guitars and everything also, which I was shaking about. But anyways, but it kind of triggered me because they were like rushing us through it because we were near the back, and so they were like, come on guys, and I was like, I want to see this. Anyways, so we go, and then they're giving us like a ton of crap. Like, they gave us posters, and like, we got a flower and like a wristband that they were both gonna light up at the concert, and only the VIPs got flowers, so I was really excited about that.
Wait.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Keep walking! Keep walking!
Guys, grab one flower and one wristband on your way to the Q&A lounge. There's a table on your right. Pick it up from there.
So we sit down, we're basically at the back of the Q&A, like, there's no one behind us, but, like, we're still really close. So, like, you don't gotta worry about that if you're going to a Q&A, because, like, no matter where you are, you're still gonna be really close to Shawn. And I could have gotten closer, but I was just, like, so, like, nervous and, like, didn't know what to do with myself, because there was, like, a little gap on the side that I could have went in, but, like, I was just freaking out. So then we're just sitting there, and I'm just like, wow, this is, like, really happening. Like, I was talking really fast because that's what happens when I get excited. I, like go off. Like, I'm talking, like, constantly. And so then we're just sitting there, and the security guard comes out. He makes us sing Shawn's songs, which I really didn't want to do, like, because I don't sing, but I did it anyways because I was there to have a good time. And, anyways, then he says, does anyone have a gift for Shawn? Rewind. Okay, so I had written him, like, a letter that I worked on for, like, a year. And I just thought, like, during the Q&A or before or whatever, if there's an opportunity for me to, like, get this to him, like, great. If there's not, oh well. Like, I just, like, wanted to tell him more crap, so that I could not fit in all one question, so I just wrote it for him. And then, yes, anyways, so the security guard was like, if you have a gift for Shawn, you can give it to me, and I'll put it in his dressing room. And at this point, I'm like, whew, there's a video of this, don't worry. So he's, like, all the way up at the front, and I'm, like, at the back, so I'm like, how am I gonna get it to him? And so I kind of went in, like, kind of on the side, and I still couldn't get to him. And so I was kind of, like, freaking out, like, standing there. He wouldn't look over my way. I got the freaking letter in my hand. I'm like, dude, like, take it. I'm just sitting there, like, and anyways, so then this security guard, like, comes up behind me, basically, like, tackles me, and they're like, I can take it. And I was like, jeez. But, you know, it's okay, because I guess it got to Shawn, maybe. I don't know. But there's a video, so for your pleasure. Once that fiasco is over, I sit back down, and now I'm just, like, waiting for Shawn, like, seriously. And then my cousins, they didn't know what questions, like, to ask if they were called on, and I had a whole list, so I just, like, was trying to, like, divvy them out to them. And then I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden, I just hear, like, screaming, and I look over, and Shawn Peter Raul Mendes is right there, like, so freaking close to me. I was not okay. Like, I don't know. This was, oh my gosh, I'm literally quaking. Anyways, so we're in the Q&A, and he just, like, starts going at it, picking on people. You know, they're asking him questions, and I'm just like in heaven. Like, I thought I might have actually died for a minute. My hand, I'm videoing with my right hand, it is going numb. Like, I don't even know what that was all about, but like my hand was going numb, and so I had to switch it to the other hand. But like, I was just like shook because he was right in front of me, and I of course was raising my hand to ask a question. He didn't call on me, but I was kind of in the back corner, so that was okay. He just didn't see me. But I still had a lot of fun. That didn't faze me. I was just freaking like excited. Even when the Q&A was over, I was just on this like high of like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just like in the room with him, and I was like, and it's not over because I still have the concert to go to, floor seats. I was still very excited. So at the very end of the Q&A, last question, Shawn said something in Portuguese, and this girl sitting in front of me, she was like, oh my gosh, did anyone get that Portuguese like on video? Like, can you send it to me? And I got the whole thing on video, so I was like, I got you, fam. And so we kind of like walked out together, and I knew what I wanted for merch, so I just made my aunt get it for me, and I was gonna pay her back. But we kind of stood off to the side, and she gave me her number, and I sent the video to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just made a friend. Like, I don't make friends very easy. I don't have friends. So the fact that I made one in like 5 minutes was kind of crazy for me. But so then we actually can't leave the building, and we only have a certain section that we can like be in. There's like one like restaurant, like if we're hungry. Good thing we just ate Chick-fil-A. But we got some water because again, I was really thirsty. So I got me some water, and then we took some pictures in front of this sign they had that said like, you know, Shawn Mendes, whatever. And then we just kind of hung out, and oh yeah, and we signed up to like win a guitar or whatever, possibly, and we got a free water bottle, and that was pretty cool. I was excited about that because I'm always really thirsty and I need some water. Anyways, and then they just like started letting us in, and so we went into the stadium, and we just kept going down and down, and like I knew our seats were really close, but just like going down even further and further like made me so freaking excited. And then we're on the floor, and like we're going and going, keep going forward, and I was just like freaking out. And so we had these seats that were like in the middle section, in the middle, and I was like, oh, we were on row 13, so we were pretty close. And then we sit down, kind of get settled for a minute, and then we're taking some pictures in front of the sign and stuff, and then they started playing Jonas Brothers, you know, while we were waiting, and I was just like literally shaking because the Jonas Brothers are my second love besides Shawn Mendes. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a wild Swayze in her natural habitat, because wow. Anyways, and then we're just sitting down, me and my one cousin, we stay there, and then like my aunt and my other cousins, they go to like get like pretzels and stuff for us to eat, because at this point we were getting a little hungry. And so we're just chilling there, and then these girls come, and they're like, are you guys sure you're in the right seats, because these are our seats, we're pretty sure. And we're just like, so we didn't really know. So in my bag, I had my handy dandy little paper ticket, which we didn't use, but it just like was really nice to have because I had it for like a year, and whenever I wanted to like see it, I could just take it out and look at it, and it would make me really excited. So I had that in my bag, and it like said where our seats were. And so we found out we were in the wrong section. Right seats, wrong section. We were actually off to the side more. But honestly, I was completely fine with that because we were actually closer somehow. Like, we were still on row 13, but we were like closer to the stage. I'm not sure how that worked, but I don't know. So since we had a lot of stuff, we had like our water bottles, we had our merch, we had the posters and the flowers and everything that we got from like just before. We had to move all our stuff from our seats, and we had to move all like our cousins, our aunt's stuff all the way to the new seats, and we were like, wow, this is fun, but it's okay because our seats were closer. And then then we just kind of chilled there for a minute, and then there was this girl I kept seeing. I'm like, I know you, like, what's going on? Like, I freaking know you. And I like saw her at the Q&A and everything, and all of a sudden she comes over to us and she is like, Swayze? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my gosh, I know you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know you too. She's like, oh my gosh, I kept looking at your nose. Do I have that weird of a nose? Like, I'm not sure. She's like, I kept looking at your nose and thinking like I knew you. I was like, oh yeah, I just kept looking at your entire face, because that's how I recognize people, not by their nose. And I thought I knew her, and I was like talking to her like, oh yeah, you having fun and stuff? She was like, yeah. And then she's like, oh yeah, you had that Shawn Mendes pillowcase. And I was like, yep, I did. What's going on? Anyways, so yeah, and then she left, and my cousin was like, who the freak was that? And I was like, I'm not quite sure. Just kidding, I knew her. But anyways, then we were just chilling, and our aunt and cousins finally found us. They were probably really confused, but they found us, and we sat down and we got settled. And I was the closest one to the like aisle, and there was one seat that was like by me. No one ever sat in it. I'm not quite sure what the deal with that was, but anyways, I claimed it for my own because I really wanted to be in the aisle, better view. So then shortly after that, it gets like dark, like pitch dark, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you know what's going on? Like, we knew what was going on, but still. And then Alessia Cara comes out, and it was just really fun, and she had a really amazing show. And I feel like she shouldn't even be like an opening act, because she was like I knew like all her songs, and it was just a really fun time, and I really liked her. Yeah. So then she's gone. Then we're just kind of chilling. There's a short like break, you know, before Shawn, of course. And I'm just like honestly having the time of my life, just like surrounded by like Shawn Mendes. Oh jeez, it was literally like insane. Like, I'm just so thankful I got to go. Like, it was crazy, but I'm just like happy and stuff, you know, waiting. And then again it gets dark, and this time I'm just like not ready, like, oh my gosh. And so then they start like playing this like kind of like thing. I don't really know. It was kind of like those videos he was posting before he released If I Can't Have You, that was all like, and it reminded me of that. I'm pretty sure it was like the same thing, but yeah, they were playing that on like this circle in the background. And then that went on for quite a while, like 2 minutes. I mean, that doesn't sound like very long, but when you're sitting there waiting for Shawn Mendes to come out, it's quite a while. And then finally it just like gets dark, and he just like comes out. I kid you not, it looked like he was descended from the heavens. Like, it was like this light like was shining down, and then like he just like came up out of the stage, and I was just like literally lost my crap for a second, because I was actually not okay. Like, it was crazy how like perfect and gorgeous he was. But you know, I kept myself together. I stayed conscious, which actually surprised everyone. So yeah, and then he starts singing Lost in Japan. I jammed. it was just a really good time. And I was doing like pretty good until he freaking starts singing Never Be Alone. And I just like, that song like never really got to me that much until the concert. And it just like hit me like on a personal level. And like I just like, you know, broke down. I knew it was gonna happen at some point in the concert. I didn't think that early on, but it did happen pretty early on. So I just like broke down. I was, you know, crying. And then I'm pretty sure right after that song, he like, that's when he moved like back, which was behind us, to the like rows, the big rows in the piano. That's when he moved back there. And then he was just singing, and then he started singing a little too much, and that song is always just like got in my heart, like, oh my gosh. And so that I like started crying more. And then he started singing When You're Ready, and that's just like my song. Like I just love that song. And my cousin was videoing me, of course, through this because I'm out there crying. And I actually didn't like run up to the rows, like everyone was doing that, but I was just like freaking Twitter-pated, so I really didn't know what I was doing, so I just kind of stayed there. But yeah, there's a video of this, so enjoy.
So I still got you guys. Too many drinks, that's just what I needed. But you don't think of what I'm saying, sounds sincere.
This is my song, Stare at the Camera.
Like somebody told the joke, we're the only ones laughing. I don't know why that's right, cause ain't nobody like you. Really disappointed every single time I go. Yeah, every single night, my arms not around you.
Anyways, so he just like sings, you know, he moves back to the like front stage, and you know, I'm still just having a good time, having the time of my life. He's hitting those notes. I'm like falling to the ground, like I legitimately fell to the ground. But it was just a really good time, and he was gorgeous, and oh my gosh. But then I knew that In My Blood was the last song, so when I heard that start playing, I was like, this can't be over. Like oh my gosh. And so I just like cried. I cried all the way through In My Blood. Like seriously, it was kind of bad, but I like cried and I bawled, and it was just like so amazing. And they just set off confetti, and it was awesome. And then he left, and that was pretty sad because I already missed him. But then he left, and you know, the lights went back up and stuff, and I didn't quite know what to do with myself. This can't be explained in words. I can just show you with the video. Do you want me to stop videoing? No, I don't care. Just oh my god. Oh my god.
I was not incredible.
Oh my god.
Are you gathering the confetti?
I'm not okay. So then you can probably hear my aunt say, okay guys, one more picture in the video. And I really did not want to take a picture because I was not looking cute. I'd taken my eyelashes off, they fell off with the tears. And I was just like, you know, whatever. That picture is literally gold. I probably shouldn't put these pictures of me on the internet, but what do I have to lose? I don't have any friends in the first place. So, anyways, so we get in the car and we're going back to my aunt's house. And I'm still crying. You know, Truth Hurts by Lizzo came on. That's my jam. I'm literally singing that song and crying, if you can imagine that. And it was just like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know if I was happy or sad or what. It was just like every emotion I'd ever felt just like decided to come out right then. And yeah, so then we're driving and it's not, her house is like super close, so by the time we get back I've like stopped crying for a minute. And then my grandma, she stayed at my aunt's house, you know, with like the kids and stuff. And so I walk in the door and she goes, Swayze, how was it? And I just was like, Grandma, and I broke down crying yet again. And she's like, what is going on? Anyways, and I explained to her, and yeah, then we just like went to bed, and it was a really good day and I will never forget it. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to go to that concert. It was like the best day of my life, for real. And this video was not meant to like brag or like flex on anybody. I just wanted to like tell you how my experience was, and it's like different for everybody. But if you're gonna go to a concert, like just know, like, to tell you what to expect. And if you don't end up going to a concert, like, you know, now you'll know what it's like. And but yeah, this video was not meant to brag or anything. I just wanted to let y'all know, and I felt like more people should see those really cute videos of me because they're anyway, so thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching me crying with me. Yeah. Bye. Also, you should subscribe.